Hi everyone, yasas que kalosirtate to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I have a delicious and cozy stew idea for you. Traditionally in Greece, we make this dish known as moskaraki me hilopites. We use either moskaraki, which is beef, or chicken with hilopites. Hilopites are basically egg noodles. They're usually little tiny squares that are made at home, or you can find them in almost every supermarket over there. If you live in a big metropolitan city where there are a lot of Greeks, I used to live in Astoria, Queens, and these were very easy to find. They're just commonly used in dishes that are cooked in a red sauce. They go so well together. I'm using the Italian Pappardelle noodles just because they were so hard to find. It was so hard to find hilopites, but the Greek stew is made with a rich and savory and warm tomato sauce, and then once the beef is tender and falling apart, we add the pasta to it. It absorbs that sauce and flavors the noodles. It's so good, it's gonna warm your soul up. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna begin with the beef, and I love using chuck roast for this because it just cooks up to be really nice and tender. You need about 3 pounds for this recipe. I'll just cut it into bigger chunks, just like this. You can do a little bit smaller pieces, but keep in mind that once beef cooks, it does tend to shrink a little bit. So cut the whole thing, and if there's too much fat on any one of the pieces, you could just carefully trim it off and discard it. My pot is heating over medium-high heat. I'll put a little bit of olive oil in here, not too much because the beef is going to release lots of the fat, and then you don't want the dish to be too greasy. So I'll brown this beef in 2 batches. I'll cook it for about 4 or 5 minutes on each side, just so that way it's nice and golden and it gets nicely browned all around. Transfer it to another plate and do the second batch. And then we'll add 1 onion that I finely chopped. I like to turn the heat off from underneath the pot just because there is going to be a lot of residual heat in there, and I don't want the onion just to get too dark. So just for a minute, add the onion in there and turn off the heat. Then you can turn the heat back on to like a medium-low. Let the onion cook for about 5-6 minutes on low heat until it begins to soften. It doesn't have to get soft and golden because it's going to cook long enough where it's just going to melt in the sauce later on. I'll also add 6 garlic cloves that are grated just until they're nice and fragrant. That's how you know they're ready. I like to deglaze with a little bit of balsamic glaze. This is balsamic vinegar that's a little bit thicker than a regular balsamic vinegar, but a traditional balsamic vinegar will do. I'm adding about 1/4 cup of it. The beef is going to go back into the pot with 2 bay leaves, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, and 3 whole cloves, 1 cinnamon stick, or you can use 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, salt, freshly cracked black pepper, about 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes. You can use tomato sauce instead. I'll add about 4 cups of beef broth to this. You can do water instead, but the beef broth adds much more flavor. I also like to add a sprig of fresh rosemary. It goes so well with all those warm spices. And now we're just going to bring the mixture to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, I'll reduce the heat to a medium-low, loosely cover the pot, and this is going to cook for about 2 hours or until the beef is nice and tender. It just ranges. Keep an eye on it. Go in and give it a mix every now and then so that way the meat doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. If it needs a little bit more water, you can add some water just in case the sauce thickens a little too quickly. You don't want it to start sticking to the bottom of the pot. After about 1.5 hours, you can go in and remove the rosemary, the bay leaves, and the cinnamon stick. It's really hard to find the cloves because the sauce gets so thick. Check the meat at this time. You could also taste the sauce to see if it needs more salt and pepper. The beef is nice and tender at this point, so I'm going to go in and add some pappardelle noodles. These are egg noodles. You can use any egg noodles that you like. And if you want the sauce to stay a little bit silkier, you can boil the noodles in a separate pot of water just until they're al dente and then add them to the beef stew at the very end. I love to cook them in the beef stew. It thickens the sauce a little bit more, and I just feel like they get so much more flavor this way. But it's totally up to you. Once the noodles go in, we're going to add a little bit of salt, just a little bit for them because the sauce has plenty of flavorings. And then I'll also add 3 cups of water to this. If you have more beef broth, you could add beef broth. Just make sure that it's nice and warm. And then as soon as it comes to a boil, I'm going to reduce the heat to a low, loosely cover the pot, and cook the noodles 12 to 15 minutes until they're al dente. Don't overcook them, especially if you're not serving these right away. If you're making this ahead of time, then undercook them a little bit, because right before serving, you could go in with a little more beef broth or water just to loosen up the sauce a little bit. As the noodles sit in here, even after everything is cooked, they're going to continue to absorb all of that sauce, and it's going to kind of dry up. So anytime you're reheating, you could add a little splash of broth or a little splash of water, and it'll thin out and make more of a sauce very beautifully. Once it's ready, all that's needed is some finely chopped parsley just for some freshness. I like to serve this topped with grated kefalograviera cheese or Parmesan. You can even use feta for this if you like. It's so delicious and warm and comforting. It's ready to serve. And that's it. Our cozy beef stew with egg noodles is ready. I hope you guys give it a try. It's loaded with flavor. If you're making this ahead of time, keep in mind that every time you cook with pasta in a stew, it's gonna dry up the longer it sits, because it really loves to soak up all of that sauce. You don't have to worry about it, because before you serve it, you can add some beef broth to the pot or some water just to loosen up the sauce just a little bit, warm it through really gently, and then you'll have more sauce to your pasta. It'll be the perfect amount of sauce to pasta and beef ratio. You can't thin it out. There's a lot of flavor in this, and it'll still taste so delicious. But this is definitely a dish that you eat as soon as it's ready. You can almost start eating it out of the pot. It's so good and it smells amazing. You can head on over to the website, Dimitra's Dishes, to print this recipe out. Of course, you can substitute chicken for the beef in this recipe. The cooking time is just going to be a little bit shorter. I'll put all those steps on the blog post so that way you can make it. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I'll see you all next time. Yasas.